Hi everybody, Praveen Khanna is back. Today students we are going to discuss academic task 1 and that is process writing. And students today I will be discussing some points which most of you face while writing task 1. First and foremost, often your tasks don't have length, especially processes. And then I will also be discussing three major points, means major differences between average students and students who are achieving 7+ bands in their writings. Okay, so before moving further, I would like to thank all of you that within span of 1 year my channel has reached 3000 subscriber mark, and I would wholeheartedly like to thank all of my viewers who are appreciating, commenting and are giving your remarks. So my heartfelt thanks to all of you. Now let us start with this process. So the process which I have chosen today is a diagram shows how sports shoes are made, right? So we are to write summary and then we are to select and report main features in this case, right? Okay, so as we can see that it is a diagram in which there are so many stages which are involved. Okay, so now without wasting time, let us start with the difference. What actually is the difference between average students and students who are scoring 7+ band writings? So here three key differences are there. Now first and foremost, now students who are having average level, they would basically see that this task is having total 9 steps. That is 1, then this is 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and then 9. Now they will say broadly this process is having 9 steps, but basically students who are getting 7 bands would say this process is having 6 steps. Now how? First of all is your designing, second is your availability of raw material. Okay, your raw material is getting delivered. Then thirdly is your production, in which your means cutting of pieces, stitching and then attaching work is happening. Okay, so accordingly means these words can also be used. Then fourth step is your packing, where the workers are packing, and then you can see there is a carton. Now carton word will not be used by average students. Now students having higher band score will use it. Okay, so in big carton 12 pieces or 12 pairs are packed together, and then further these are put together in large container. Okay, so step number 4. Step number 5 is your storage, and finally is your dispatch. And one more thing is students, that dispatch or delivery, in other words, or supply can also be called, it is taking place domestically, locally, regionally, as well as it is taking place internationally, overseas, worldwide. Okay, so these are basically points which will differ, and average students will not think about these things, and as a result their essay will be having, now coming on to the second point, okay, their essay will be having weaker lexical resources, because they will be putting simple things in their writings, because of which they will ultimately not be scoring good band score. And on the other hand, as I have told you, there will be so many different things. So attaching of pieces with the glue, now glue is used here. In place of glue you can also use adhesive. Okay, then supply, delivery, as I have told. So that is the second point, means students who will score 7+ bands will be having unique, or we can say different lexical resource. So these are different vocabulary or different ideas which will be used by the students scoring 7+ bands. Okay, now third point, students who score average bands, they have crammed conclusion. Like we often come across such sentences in processes, all steps are needed for smooth operation and omission of any step halts whole process. your examiners, they get fed up with such sentences. Why don't you people try to think or come up with something different? As I will be giving you different conclusion in this case, stay tuned in the end. And so means students will focus on unique point. And one more thing I would like to tell you before starting the process further, means students will with good band score will also focus main features, either while writing their body paragraphs or in their conclusion, means somewhere in their task it will get covered. Okay, so that is what I say. 7+ band students can think and observe points which average students cannot. Okay, average candidates cannot. All right, they will have their different approach, whether it is writing, it is listening, it is reading, whatever they are doing. So they will be having different thought process, not average thought process. Okay, so now coming on to the writing, and with this students, before moving to the writing, I don't want to put students down. I just want to say that students, if you will start thinking differently, you people will also be able to think differently, and automatically you will be scoring 7+ band writings very easily. Okay, now let us start. Okay, so here is the introduction. The diagram reveals step-by-step process followed while manufacturing sports shoes by any manufacturer. Okay, step-by-step process. Now, the eagle's eye glance divides the whole process into 5 stages. Now, 5 stages, as I told you earlier. So 5 stages are designing, availability of raw material, manufacturing, packaging, storage, and delivery. Okay, and then okay, now let us start explaining things now by taking things in detail. First and foremost, design of shoe is generated by keeping every minute part into consideration with the aid of computer technology. As I told you, with the aid of computer technology, it is then further, as per necessity, tiny leather, fabric, rubber sole are demanded from respective suppliers. So now these all are suppliers, and they all are supplying this raw material to the factory. Okay, once enough material is at disposal, the production starts. Now the production starts if everything is available at factory. First of all, pieces of shoes upper are cut as per design. Now pieces are cut as per design. Then a worker sews all pieces together to make upper. Now the worker is stitching. Okay, further, tops and bottoms are glued or are attached with the laces. Are attached with adhesive, we can also say, and laces are put to make shoe ready. Now here the shoe is ready. Further, packing commences, where 12 pairs are packed together in a single carton. Later, a standard size container is made ready, which consists of 5,500 pairs, which is kept at warehouse. Now that is again a unique word. Okay, which is kept at warehouse. Lastly, as per requirement, the produce is either dispatched to the local shops or is delivered to docks to be sent abroad by cargo ships. Now is delivered to docks. Okay, fine. So further, in crux, to carry out whole production smoothly, designing is vital stage of all steps. Now designing is vital stage of all steps to plan all major and minor points in complete task. Okay, so that is your main feature, and this is your complete task writing. I hope the things I have said are all understood to you, and thanks for watching till end, and we will meet in next video. This is Praveen Khanna signing off. Bye bye, we'll meet again.